There's very little known information on Schlitzie's early life, except that he appears to have been born in 1901, and that could have been in the Bronx. Like I said, this is all based on what his death certificate said. His birth name may or may not have been Simon Metz, but no one really will know because he passed away. He lived with many foster parents throughout his early life. Some have claimed that he was born in Santa Fe, New Mexico. He was a famous sideshow performer, best known for his role in the 1932 film Freaks. He gained major popularity when he joined the circuses, most notably Barnum and Bailey and Ringling Brothers. Everyone, this is Schlitzie. Schlitzie's true birth name, birth date, parents, and birth location are unknown. His death certificate and grave state he was born on September 10th, 1901 in the Bronx, New York. There's not much known about Schlitzie's early life, except that he appears to have been born sometime in 1901. Maybe in the Bronx, maybe not. It's really unknown to this day. His birth name has been said to be Simon Metz. This is all based on what his death certificate said. Schlitzie was born with microcephaly. He had a small brain and skull, and he was unable to care for himself, and he was only able to speak a few simple phrases. He was able to perform simple tasks, and it is believed that he could understand most of what was said to him. Those who knew him described him as an affectionate, sociable person. He loved dancing, he loved singing, and he loved being the center of attention. He performed for anyone who could stop and talk with him. In some sideshows, Schlitzie was paired with another performer who did have microcephaly as well. In shows, he was mostly wearing a dress and performed as a female on stage. A dress made it easier for his handlers to change his diaper. Schlitzie made his film debut in the film The Sideshow. That was a drama set in a circus, and it featured other sideshow performers that were actual sideshow performers in real life. It's really sad that Schlitzie's true identity and family may never be known, and now he lays here to rest in Rowland Heights at the very end of the cemetery right here. Everyone here is Schlitzie. Like I said, born September 10th, 1901, based on his headstone and death certificate. He died on September 24th, 1971. Schlitzie landed his best-known role as an actor in Todd Browning's 1932 horror film, Freaks. Like the film Sideshow, Freaks takes place at a carnival, and it does feature real-life sideshow performers. It included conjoined twins Daisy and Violet Hilton, the living torso Prince Randian, and dwarf siblings Harry and Daisy Earls. When Freaks premiered, audiences were shocked by the performers, and they actually banned the film for 30 years in the UK. The film was a failure financially. In 1935, while Schlitzie was performing with the Tom Mix Circus, a person by the name of George Surtees, he was a chimpanzee trainer. He adopted Schlitzie and he became his legal guardian. And he took Surtees to the grave with him, as you can see on his headstone. While Schlitzie was under George's care, he continued performing the sideshow circuit. And after George's death in 1965, George's daughter, who was not in the sideshow business, had him committed to a Los Angeles County hospital. That is where Schlitzie remained for quite a while. He was hospitalized there for some time, and that is until he was recognized by sword swallower Bill Frenchy Unks, who happened to be working at the hospital during the off-season. According to the sword swallower, Schlitzie seemed to miss the carnival badly, and being away from the public eye had made him very depressed. The hospital determined that the best care for Schlitzie would be to make him a ward of Unk's employer, that was showman Sam Alexander, and they would return him to the sideshow where he remained until 1968. In his later years, he lived in Los Angeles. He occasionally performed on various sideshow circuits, both locally and internationally. He also performed in Hawaii and London. His last major appearance was at the 1968 Dobrich International Circus held at the LA Sports Arena in Los Angeles. And Schlitzie also became a notable attraction, performing on the streets of Hollywood with his caretakers selling his stock carnival souvenir pictures. Schlitzie also spent time in his final days on Santa Monica Boulevard. He liked going to MacArthur Park at Alvarado Street and Wilshire Boulevard. He would visit the lake with his guardian, feeding the pigeons and ducks and performing for passersby. On September 24th, 1971, at 70 years old, Schlitzie died at a convalescent home. His death certificate listed his official name as Schlitze Surtees and his birth date as September 10th, 1901. And he is now here, Queen of Heaven Cemetery, Rowland Heights, California. It's a very sad life that Schlitzie lived. Just imagine not having any true identity. Foster home to foster home. This is one of the saddest grave sites that I've been to. But, you know, as long as he was happy, that's all that really matters. He died pretty much alone in a convalescent home. Jeez. Rest in peace, Schlitzie. I feel like Schlitzie should get an upgraded headstone. It's just so plain for how caring and loving this guy was. Performing for anyone who would give him attention. All right, everyone, that is going to do it for me here in Rowland Heights, visiting the final resting place of famous sideshow attraction, Schlitzie, who had microcephaly. If you guys like these videos, give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. God bless you all. I will see you guys in the next one.